My name is Felix.
My name is Casper.
And we made Logicbox.
Well, I'm Casper, and I'm studying computer science, 6th semester.
My name is Felix. I also study computer science on the 6th semester. We're writing our bachelor's projects right now. My name is... So Logicbox is a tool for making mathematical proofs. And you make the mathematical proofs in a very formal way. It's so formal that a computer can check whether your proof is correct or not. So if you made a mistake, the computer will tell you that you made a mistake.
We took the course Computability and Logic on the 2nd semester. I used the tool box prover, which we weren't really satisfied with.
A lot of people struggled with using it, and a lot of the time was spent learning the tool instead of learning what we were actually supposed to be learning. So that frustrated us a lot.
Yeah. So we simply decided to try to build another tool which would support the students learning in a better way.
Yeah, where we thought more about how can you interact with the system, like the computer, instead of having to write a bunch of code, which can be a little bit overwhelming for a student studying at the 2nd semester. So
that's how we made up Logicbox.
Yes. Yeah. So Logicbox started as just me wanting to make a proof checker, which just checks if your proof is correct or not. And I was just kind of doing it as a programming project, and everything was happening on a terminal with a bunch of white text.
Yeah.
And red errors and stuff. And at some point I was like, this could actually be used for a more sophisticated thing, a more user-friendly thing. And that's where I asked Casper, because Casper has a bunch of experience with web design and UI.
Yeah, so I saw you sitting and programming with the terminal during a lecture. We need a front end for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So we teamed up and tried to build it.
Yeah. So we integrated the actual checking of the proof, which was more of the boring side of it, with the front end, which is what the user will see and what the user will interact with.
Yeah, we had a meeting with Jaco after the summer holidays, so we wanted it to be in a quite a good state for that.
Yeah, so we kind of rushed to that deadline.
Yeah.
And, so actually seeing if we could make it something that would be nice for a student to use. And we also had to convince Jaco that he would actually want to replace the old thing with Logicbox.
Yeah, and then throughout we tested it in the Friday bar with the other students who took the course, and yeah, they were generally positive.
There was great feedback in such that we could work on stuff. So somebody would come maybe in the Friday bar or just in the study cafe or something and say, hey, I've tried to use your tool. I didn't understand how to use it. How do you do it? And that kind of feedback was great, because maybe we need to make it more discoverable and easy to figure out how to use. And other pain points were discovered and were said to us, and that was great. If somebody proves something that's not valid, so makes a wrong proof, I'll give them a beer for free in the Friday bar as a bug report. So if you can prove the false formula, then you get a beer in the Friday bar.